The man, the myth, the New Yorker, West Nyack Messi. I'm sorry. You've heard of the Argentinian Tommy McNamara. Now you're about to meet, and we're gonna just chill. We're gonna go to pizza. We're gonna go to the first pizzeria, ladies and gentlemen. Tommy McNamara.
Tommy Mac.
I mean,
New York, they're hunker for him.
Come on, they're going crazy. People are going nuts.
They've been catcalling Tommy Mac this whole time.
They're like, ow! What you doing with them Tims, yo? Guys, come hang out with us while we hang out with Tommy and take him to some pizza spots in New York. All right, Tommy, we are in Lombardi's Pizzeria. Have you been to Lombardi's before? You're a New York guy.
I know, I've heard of it, of course, but
Never been?
Never been. Never made it.
Right. We're the first people to take Tommy to the first pizzeria.
You're also taking me, because I've never been here.
You've never been either? Well, no one asked you, Christian.
First time.
How do you normally get your pizza? Do you have like a normal, do you go plain, you go topping?
It depends. Depends on the mood I'm in.
Okay.
You know, generally plain.
All right.
I get a pie, but I don't know. Sometimes I like to change it up. Get like a little chicken bacon ranch.
Okay. He said the word ranch. I'm a little upset about that, but I respect it. I respect it. It's whatever you want on a pizza.
Crazy, you know?
Right now, we're gonna edit in tears coming down. At least you don't put pineapple on a pizza, though, right?
Sometimes.
Would you go pineapple and ranch?
No.
All right, good. At least.
Yeah, you're not a savage.
At least there's that. Yeah. But all right, cool. Let's sit down. Let's let them make the pizza. By the way, there's no ranch in this building. I don't know if you know that. What's it like being a soccer player in the city you're from? Does that ever get weird for you, or is it like everyone in high school was like mean to you? You're like, ain't so bad now, is it, huh? You actually went to Don Bosco, right?
I did, yeah.
Yo, that's
over in Jersey.
I grew up in Newark.
Yeah.
That's like where they used to threaten to send us.
Yeah,
that was.
So what is it like playing in the city that you grew up in?
No, it's awesome. You know, I never thought that we would have a club in the city when I was growing up.
Muchas gracias. Look, it is.
Perfect timing. Thank you.
While you're doing that, you're not going to use this for the pizza, right? All right. He went bacon and ranch. I mean, went ranch. And he went pineapple. I thought maybe he was going to go knife and fork.
Change it up. Get a little crazy.
Yeah. You want to get crazy?
You know,
yeah.
Throw the taste buds.
I expect that.
A little loop.
I expect that from the people on the team that are from California or other things like that. No, but go ahead. You were saying
it all the time.
Yeah. It's true. I feel like I'm shaming you enough. You're not going to do it for at least 6 months. You're like, I can't do it. I feel like this kid's going to be behind me. So, by the way, this pizza, when it comes out of the oven, is below 175 degrees Fahrenheit, which is the temperature which you burn your mouth. So that means we could just eat it right now.
Oh, it's below it.
Yeah, it's below it.
Okay.
You know why? The cheese. It's a fresh mozzarella. It doesn't have oil.
So that cools the dough?
Oil is so dense that it maintains the heat. The dough is never really that hot. The dough will never burn your mouth. It's typically oil. Oil or dense fat.
Okay, Tom, what do you think of how much Alexis knows about pizza?
Be nice, because I'm right here, Tom.
To me, it's absolutely incredible.
Okay.
So much, man.
I like to say to Tommy,
this is the first person I've ever met that knows so much about pizza.
That you sounded like
I'm learning something new. I like to learn.
You said you're like, I hope this is the last person I ever met. So when I eat a pizza, the first thing I typically do is look at the bottom. That tells me a lot about how it's baked. You can see it's pale with a lot of dark spotting, right? Yeah. What that tells me is that it's a high intensity oven, right? You see, does yours have a line? If you hold it up, do you see a line on the bottom?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. That's there. Look, you're right there. See that line? Yeah. That's the stone. That's the line. This is the stone it was sitting on. So you could see the line of the stone where it first got sat. So that tells me high intensity oven. The fact that it hasn't risen much tells me it's a coal oven. Also charring on the edges, not on the top. Top would be wood, because wood heat stays at the top a little more. And the fact that it's so flat, and the coloring. If it was wood, it would be very pale with a lot of dark spotting. This type of slightly uniform color tells me it's coal. And then you could smell a little bit of the flour burning. That's on the bottom of it. That's where you're gonna get the slight smokiness that you shouldn't get, because coal doesn't really smoke. And then after that, I would just eat it.
After that,
after that TED Talk, you just eat the pizza.
So, if I'm trying a place for the first time, the fact that if it's hot pizza, I made a mistake, because I've looked and checked it out so much that it's gone cold by the time I eat it.
Occasionally I'll go out and get a slice of pizza or something like that, but generally healthy, and then I allow myself maybe 1 allowance a week.
Really?
Whatever it may be.
Is it one meal or one cheat day?
No, not a day, like a meal. A meal or a dessert or something like that.
I don't even know what that's like. I hear you and I'm like, I would never be a soccer player.
Why do you torture yourself?
Yeah, I know. Buddy, is it worth it? You know? We're gonna disperse out of here. We're gonna go get pizza. We're gonna go from Lombardi's to Scars. You could rate it because there's no one here. On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you say this pizza is for you personally? Not specifically anything against the pizza, but the kind of pizza you like to eat.
Oh, I'll give this an 8.67.
Woo!
Okay, so yeah, this is the
Woo!
Olympic game.
This dude is putting thought into this. We got about 10 minutes to walk to Scars. If you want to stop and maybe get, like, I don't know, like a pork bun or something, we can do it. You know what I mean? It's all up to you, Tommy.
All right,
it's the off season.
Let's head over to Scars.
See you in a minute, Scar. We are at Scars now. A little bit more, I guess it's more Chinatown. You know what I mean? It's not exactly Lower East Side or East Village, right? We're a little bit further down. So we're in Chinatown. So this place just opened up actually about like 18 months ago, which is kind of crazy. Because you look inside, this looks like an old school pizza shop.
Yeah.
So you saw how I analyzed the pizza from the last place, right? First thing I do is look underneath, still see the spotting, right? Let's get Kirby in here, right? This is just a regular natural gas oven, but he bakes at a much higher temperature, right? Okay. You see how fluffy it gets at the edges here? You know what I mean? This, by the way, a lot of people call this the crust. The crust is the whole bottom. It's all the baked dough. So this in Italy, they call it cornicione. It's Italian for crown. Kind of nice, right? Big bubble that lets you know there's high intense heat. Same thing with all the spotting, right? But a much more uniform in color. And then obviously, you fold, it holds itself up. Look at this guy, 2 hands. There you go. Come on, buddy, let go.
Okay.
Now, I got the mushroom because they were out of plane. I wanted you guys to try the plane. Secret to a good mushroom or vegetable is to saute the vegetable first because it needs to be injected with fat to be able to withstand the heat, all right? What do you think?
This is great.
Straight New York pizza.
Yeah, exactly.
This style of pizzeria is dying. This style of pizza has always been the same cost as a subway ride, plus or minus 10%. So as like rent skyrockets in the city, I mean, how do you sell pizza and keep the cost down? You know, especially if you're doing slices.
I did spend a lot of time in the city playing soccer.
Oh, nice.
That was why I spent most of my time going to Brooklyn, Queens, out to Randall's Island.
Oh, at Icon? Icon Stadium? That's awesome. It's like Pele played there. Yeah. It's wild.
So that was my experience in New York City, was kind of seeing it through soccer. And then occasionally, like, you know what I mean, like something going on, you know, the family would go in or something. But
yeah.
From as early as I can remember, when I was watching professional games with my dad, we did like, you know, the classic kindergarten. What do you want to be when you grow up? It was professional soccer player. My mom has it saved at home.
Really?
I think she has it saved. I hope. Well, we'll find out.
She's watching this like.
Maybe.
Can we get a kid to write
Get to the attic. We gotta
get my little cousin to scribble something.
Yeah.
But then really the biggest thing that clicked for me was when I was about 10, 11 years old. My best friend's cousin, he's Irish. He played for Leeds United when Leeds United was really good in the Champions League and stuff. He made his professional debut there in the Premier League. And so we went over. His family from America grew up with us, that side of the family. Me and my family, like my dad and my brother. We went over and we went and watched the game at Ellen Road.
Back at the peak.
Yeah, when they were really good then.
They were the first like big money team in England. Like they were the ones who were like spend as much as you can.
Which is why they ended up getting into trouble. But
but at that moment when you went, it was great.
It was awesome, and my best friend's cousin Stephen McPhail. Unfortunately, he was hurt for the game.
Yeah.
But he was great for us. There was like 5 or 6 kids. He came to pick us up one day to like drive us around in his car. I was like in the trunk of his SUV, and I'm like, this is the coolest experience of my life. We got to meet some of the guys on the team, like Harry Kuehl, Mark Viduka.
Wow.
Like just briefly, but it was awesome.
Mike Rella wasn't there yet.
No, he wasn't.
I played for Leeds for a while.
But that's when everything flipped the switch. When I saw it firsthand, I saw somebody I knew. You know what I mean? It's my best friend's cousin.
Yeah.
And got to meet him. I was like, yes, this is what I want to do.
Yeah. The goals that you score goals.
No, you score legendary.
You put them in the back of the net.
You can't just score a regular goal. Like at what point are you gonna be like,
I can score.
you're like, could we get more defenders? I can't do this if it's an empty net.
That or heading the ball on the goal line and getting kicked in the head.
Yeah.
One or the other.
Being there for them are exciting. Seeing them, I'm sure you watch the replays over and over. But what? How much thought goes into? You know, I'm working on this shot. Like, how much did you prepare and practice for that?
Yeah, like a signature move.
Yeah.
No, it's kind of funny how it worked out in this way, but you know, I would always just do extra training and do finishing, and it'd be from all different types of things and angles. And then when I was at NYCFC, I was almost exclusively like a left midfielder, left winger, whatever you want to call it. And so I worked on a lot of getting the ball, coming inside, opening up and shooting, because okay, I'd probably be able to get that opportunity maybe once a game or twice a game or whatever. And so it was just working on it a lot, just after training, and then hit the one against Philly in 2015. And then
which just, I mean, it broke the soccer internet.
and then last year, just like 3 of them in a row, and I don't know, it just kind of became a thing. But no, there was a lot of work that went into it, and it was calculated in the sense that that was the position I was playing, and I come inside a lot onto my right foot, and so you know, there's going to be opportunities to score from there.
Have you practiced a goal celebration? Because you don't have a standard one. You do a lot of the arms wide.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, a lot of what is that? The Titanic?
Something.
King of the world?
A terrible airplane.
Yeah. We got to give you one. What about the folding a pizza?
Okay.
Fold a pizza and eat it. Fold it and eat it.
That'd be exciting.
I feel like that's
we'll see, but maybe I'll throw it out sometime and you won't be expecting it. Like, oh wow.
Yeah. And we're gonna play back this moment right here.
That'd be exciting.
I'm gonna be like, that is a Cooligans specific. Shout out to Mike Kurtz. Homie, we repping the brand all day. We got Mike's Hot Honey. Do you know anything about Mike's Hot Honey?
I don't.
All right, so Mike is a friend of mine, which means I have bottles of this at home for free, which is incredible. He actually, inside of another pizza place in Brooklyn, he developed something called Mike's Hot Honey, which is honey infused with chili. So it's a little spicy, nothing crazy, but how this works is 2 things. It goes really well with pepperoni pizza. But this is not just any pepperoni. Do you see how this curls up? Mm-hmm. All right, so this pepperoni is the only pepperoni you should ever eat. From now on, if you see flat pepperoni after it's been cooked, I want you to walk away. Okay?
Walk away?
Just walk away.
I see it very often.
I want you to be like, you're selling garbage. And then walk away. I want you to say that like...
Alexis told me.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to.
You can call them.
Here's the
address.
This pepperoni, tons of it on top. You're going to get that slightly spicy, but it's not really spicy. And the thing about a pan pizza is not very common in New York, but Scar not only bakes this pan pizza, he bakes it in the pans that they actually hold the pizzas in for a long time. So it lets it rise. It's got a nice little bit of oil at the bottom, so you're gonna get a crunchy on the outside. This is gonna mimic something like a Detroit pie. All you need to know is the edges get a little crispy on the edge, a little bit of that oil, so it's almost like fried on the bottom. Cheese and sauce all the way to the edge, so you get what I like to call cheese bacon. You get all that crispy part of the cheese, but to get in there nice and tight. Look at all that crispy part of the cheese. Just gets it super crunchy, super reduced, so it's like a nice heavy salt flavor. A lot of pecorino romano. Am I saying it right? Again, why are none of these words in Spanish? Just give me one word. Mira, pecorino está ahí arriba. It's so much easier. So you're gonna get one of these. We'll split this one if you want. I want you to take a slice. I want you to put it on your plate. Tell me what you think just from looking at it first. Take a bite or two, and then we can put the hot honey on top. But that sweetness is gonna hit all that salt that's sitting on top, and it's just gonna have this beautiful sweet and salty on your tongue. That's just gonna, it makes every bite crazy once you put this stuff on.
You go first. You
want me to
pull
go
it out
first?
Yeah, I'll leave that up to you.
Right?
Wow.
Tastes real. Tastes nothing like those flat pepperonis,
Yeah,
which is
is
just
way
really
better.
like, yeah.
Not a huge fan of the regular pepperonis, but this is good.
Yeah, this is much better. So, look, you don't fold this. There's really no clean way to eat this.
You just get in there.
Just get in there and forget about all the grease that you see on the plate.
Ignore it all.
It's off season, right?
Oh my God.
A lot of flavor. A lot of stuff going on.
Super soft.
Yeah.
It almost mimics a Sicilian pie.
Good.
Super soft, super sweet too.
Should I go for this now?
I've never had. So you put honey on pizza? I've never heard of that. I feel like I should judge you as much as you judge people for putting pineapple on pizza.
Or ranch.
Honey, or ranch. Someone's holding on to it. Ranch is just also not a very common thing in New York, so it's hard for me. There, thank you, JJ. Yo, JJ, how you feel about pineapple on pizza?
Those are crazy.
Yeah, you don't have to put too much, you know, but it's kind
a
of
decent amount on.
Yeah.
We'll see. You want some?
Yeah, I'll try it.
Get in there.
All right.
And what you're gonna notice is it's gonna develop. It's gonna bring up some of the
spicy?
sweetness. It does. It hits you at the end a little bit.
All right.
Jeez, this is the messiest, you know, I've
Yeah.
had since I was like a baby.
Oh man,
That's sad.
you get that slight sweetness on just on the edges of your tongue,
Yeah, it is sweeter.
right? But what I noticed first,
That's pretty good.
how great is that?
Yeah.
You get the heat all the way at the end, and it should be in the top of your mouth and the back. Are you getting that? So we're eating hot honey. There's no way to keep your fingers super clean here.
No.
Have you ever put honey on pizza before?
I have not. I like it though. It's nice. That's nice. I'm gonna have to take some of that. I'm gonna do it.
You got an
I
extra
know where
pack.
that is. Yeah.
How about this? Let's just say I got you, Tom.
You got me.
I know a guy. I know a guy whose
no,
name,
no, no.
I
I
know
don't
a guy
know-
whose name is right on the package.
Yeah, I don't know a guy. I know the guy. I'll text him right after this. Dude, if you got a hot honey endorsement,
How funny.
you're already my favorite player in the league, but I feel like you would become legend status. Just all the fat guys who would be running up to you. Thank you so much, Tommy.
Put this on all my pregame meals.
And during game meals. Dude, this has been an absolute blast. What did you think of the pizzas you had here today?
I love them both. The plain slice.
Yeah.
That's the type of pizza that I like the best.
What
Not
would you-
that I don't like the Cole from.
Yeah,
before,
Cole's
but
great, but can't really get it by the
That's
slice
just
either.
like the classic, what I grew up with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No, it was great. And then
The pan.
the pan pizza. Wow, that was just with the sauce and everything, with the honey.
Next level.
That's
I mean,
just totally
you heard
different.
pressure was released, my G. Like, this is a good day.
No, this place is great. I really enjoyed it.
On a scale of 1 to 10, no, we had an 8.67.
This is going 9.73.
Wow, 9.73.
Stars with the victory.
Stars. Put 2 R's on that name and put a 9.73 on the wall. Tommy says so. This has been a success for me. I want to thank Tommy for taking the time out of his day to let me talk about pizza while he eats pizza. That's beautiful for me.
Yeah, for me, like, this is too much pizza, and I wish I didn't have this much, but I'm glad I had it with Tommy McNamara.
Well, if I can make 2 people overeat, I'm glad it was both of these guys. Now this slice is starting to get cold. Let's feed Kirby. That's it for us. Guys, make sure you comment, you like, you subscribe.
Yeah, follow me as well, Tommy_Mac15 at both Instagram and Twitter. And thank you guys. This was awesome. I got to experience some new places, hang out, have some laughs. I appreciate it.
Next time you eat pizza or you score a goal, hopefully you'll think of us.
Maybe I'll throw it up to you guys. We'll have to wait and see.
We'll have to wait and see. Well, you know he's going to score a burner, right? So let's do it. Let's do it. Guys, thank you so much for spending time with us. Take care.